Harsha. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Karthik, Assistant Professor of Psychiatry at BJMC Pune. So I welcome you to this talk organized by the IPS West Zone Legal and MHCA Subcommittee. We've had 3 such talks, today being the 4th one. And today we will speak and have a discussion rather on advocacy and mental health. And literally advocacy meaning that someone favoring, arguing, or supporting or recommending someone else for a particular cause. Here we have the topic in context with mental health, and we have, I think, the most appropriate person to speak on it, Advocate Gaurav Kumar Bansal. Sir has been actively participating in many areas pertaining to mental health for the past many years, and we hope to have a fruitful discussion today. So just to inform everyone, it is not going to be a one-way lecture. Rather, Sir will speak initially for a few minutes about his work, and then we prefer an open discussion and a question and answer discussion. That is how Advocate Gaurav Sir would prefer it, and I think that will lead to a very fruitful discussion. I also introduce now the chairperson for today, Dr. Umesh Nagapurkar Sir, who's an MBBS, DPM, and MD pass out of BJMC Pune, and an ex-lecturer at Maharashtra Institute of Mental Health of Pune, practicing as a psychiatrist in Nashik since 1997. He's also the past president of the IPS West Zone and the direct counsel representative to the IPS. So I request Dr. Umesh sir to take over and then to introduce Advocate Gaurav sir, and then we can start the session.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Karthik. And our legal and MHCA committee is very active, and I must congratulate all the team members, Dr. Nitin and the team, for arranging this very novel kind of lecture for today. And we have an eminent speaker who is a lawyer from Agra University. He is a social justice advocate. He has been instrumental in PILs on various topics, environmental and wildlife preservation. Basically, he has fought to prevent exploitation of forest and also equal opportunities for persons with disabilities. He has filed many PILs, and various governments have to take action on this. And important thing for us, as Dr. Karthik mentioned, advocacy for mental health, which is very important. And apart from psychiatrists, somebody from the community, especially a professional like a lawyer, Dr. Gaurav Kumar Bansal, who has been advocating issues of persons with mentally ill across the hospitals in India. So he has filed a PIL in Supreme Court to rehabilitate thousands of people who were cured from mental illness but were still languishing in mental health hospitals. Courts then directed all states to build halfway homes for the said persons. And still we are definitely lagging behind. But this kind of judicial activism is needed, and people like Gaurav Kumar Bansal are definitely helping a good cause of rehabilitating persons with mental health illness. And I think we are fortunate to have you, sir, here, and I hope your knowledge will definitely help us in widening our horizons in this. Thank you. Over to you, Karthik.
Thank you, sir. So we'll start with Gaurav sir giving a brief talk. I request everyone to either raise their hands or put the questions in the chat box. So after Gaurav sir has finished, we will take the questions, and that is how the discussion will proceed. This will, as I said, be more of an interactive session. So feel free to ask your questions or type them in the chat box, and we'll take as many as possible. Over to you, Gaurav sir.
Thank you, sir. So first of all, I express my gratitude to the Indian Psychiatric Society Western Journal branch to invite me. And see, I am a learner. I am not an activist. I don't feel that मैं वो कोर्ट में है ना, लॉयर्स वाले कोर्ट में फिट नहीं बैठता. आई थिंक दैट आई एम नॉट अ लॉयर. वो मेरी ब्रीडिंग इस टाइप की नहीं हुई कि मैं सही एक वकील बन पाऊँ. but at the same time, my passion is for fighting for the basically the neglected ones and the vulnerable ones. और वो शुरू से रहा है. So that is why I also don't know how I just entered into the field of mental health and started raising the issues regarding Mental Health Care Act and the Disability Act, etc. But one thing I know is that I'm a learner, and when Karthik sir was saying that this is, I think, the third one or the fourth meeting. So this is Karthik sir. This is the third meeting or the fourth meeting.
So this is the fourth one.
So I think that I have missed the 3 meetings where I must have learned something from you, all of you. So the only request which I can basically make is that in case any other meeting help in your basically organization, association, so please, if permitted, please let me know so that I can also learn that what are the things going on in the among the psychiatrists and what are the real issues, because as a lawyer we may know little bit of law, है ना, but हम पूरा सब कुछ नहीं जानते और वो expert persons आप ही लोग हैं. So that is why I am saying कि हम आप ही से सीखते हैं. So and other thing regarding my basically my first as far as the Mental Health Care Act is concerned, yeah, mental health activism is concerned, my first petition was regarding the rehabilitation home issue, जो अब काफी बड़ा एक अच्छा issue बन गया है. So, and the story behind this is that I will only take 5 minutes and then we will have a discussion. So the story behind is that I was working on women issues, women right issues, child right issues. So one in the Times of India, I read that there are some women, 80 around women in the Bareilly mental hospital. They are just languishing in the mental hospital with no basically they have no mental illness. So तब मुझे लगा मैंने ऐसे कैसे हो जाएगा. Then I went there, I had a chat with them, all those persons. Then I get to know that this is the issue which is which we can take. So तब मैंने उसको petition को file करा था. Then we got to know that there are 13,000 beds in the government hospitals. In those 13,000 beds, around 8,000 beds has been basically taken over by the LSPs. हम उन्हें LSPs कहते हैं, long staying patients, जो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल्स में. अच्छा, एक और बड़ा एक इंटरेस्टिंग सा इशू है विच आई ऑलवेज टेक केयर ऑफ कि गवर्नमेंट साइकेट्रिस्ट जो होंगे उनके डिफरेंट चैलेंजेस हैं और प्राइवेट वालों के डिफरेंट चैलेंजेस हैं. तो एक ये भी बड़ा एक कि विद इन द गवर्नमेंट दे आर फेसिंग अ लिटरली डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ अ चैलेंजेस. एंड it sounds you might have switched to a different language, please. I am just getting this notification that it sounds like you might have switched to a different language. Please update it so we can provide better quality transcription.
Carry on, sir. Carry on. आप चिंता ना करें.
Okay. So I hope that I'm okay if I have a English Hindi both the.
No issue.
जी. So government का जो basically what I have felt is that the government the psychiatrists who are working in the government system have the different kind of a challenges and the private one has a different kind of a challenges. And overall the structure of the Mental Health Care Act is after 2017 there are 3 bodies: CMHA, Central Mental Health Authority in state, then it is SMHA, State Mental Health Authority, and then MHRB. Yeah, there is some Dr. Sophia. Want to
Please
say
do your
something?
carry on, sir. Carry on.
Okay, so MHRB, which is Mental Health Review Board. So, and when it was started, when it was getting implemented, I was of the view that now the system will change. But after we are in 2024, and sorry to say that even the CMHA is not working like a CMHA. They are not having the meetings which are statutorily required. There are 4 meetings which they have to do in a year, quarterly one. But sorry to say that they are not having in COVID, when there was a lot of requirement to have a lot of meetings, lot of discussions. This CMHA met only twice in COVID era, when there was a lot of issues with regard to mental illness. And all the celebrities and all the persons, general public was also talking about the mental health, mental illness, etc. So CMHA is not working, they are defunct. SMHA का भी अता पता नहीं है, to be very frank. Because in Maharashtra, on paper, they say that yes, we have a SMHA. God knows that whether it is working or not. MHRB का यही हाल है, I think in every state. In Delhi, which is a national capital, MHRB has not been constituted as per the Mental Health Care Act 2017. So all the scenario, because of the absence of the MHRB, because of the absence of the SMHA as well as CMHA, is that the persons who are mentally ill, if they are getting institutionalized into a mental health establishment, so आप समझिए कि because there is no MHRB, because there is no SMHA, so all their institutionalization is illegal. So अभी के अगर आप as far as आर्टिकल 21 की जब हम बात करते हैं, ड्यू प्रोसीजर एस्टेब्लिश्ड बाय लॉ, तो वो नहीं है. So all the institutionalization, whether it is happening in the private setup, whether it is happening in the government setup, they all are illegal. और ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है. बना इसलिए था, प्रोविजन इसलिए आया था कि एक चेक एंड बाउंड रहे, क्योंकि पहले से ही मेंटल इलनेस को लेके बहुत ज्यादा टैबू थे, और ये था कि भाई देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ मिसयूज, प्रॉपर्टी इश्यूज एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. एंड देयर आफ्टर देयर वाज अ कांसेप्ट कि भाई अच्छा MHRB लाएंगे, SMHA लाएंगे, CMHA लाएंगे, अम्ब्रेला बॉडी CMHA होगा, तो एक कुछ हम बेसिकली उसको मेंटल हेल्थ को एक नए प्लेटफॉर्म पे ला पाएंगे, बात होगी. वो सब कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. So this is the right now the status of India. And one more thing which I am feeling, because I am also fighting some cases regarding the family member having the mental health issues. Either they are having the anxiety disorder or there are a lot of mental illnesses. So what I am feeling is that the persons, because of this consent-based approach, law says that you need a consent from that person. You can't medicate him. You can't provide him. Forcible institutionalization is wrong, is illegal. Forcible medicine, providing the medicine to a person without providing him the information, without taking his consent. So ये सब चीजें किताबी, मुझे ऐसा लगने लग जाता है कभी कभी ये सब चीजें किताबी होती जा रही है. Reason behind the same is that I have seen that how the family members are struggling. And when they go into the court, to court ka totally, sorry to say that even the court judges are also not so much sensitized. They are taking this issue as a simple issue, but this is not a simple issue. We are talking about a life. We are talking about something which is there is no insight of a person with mental illness. And at a point when there is no insight with that person, taking about his consent is a really questionable thing, is a challenging thing, because everyone will say that I am fine. And if a doctor says, okay, you do please have a medication, if that person says no, so because of the lack of insight, and this is happening in Delhi, and in because I am fighting some cases in Bangalore, so this is happening in Delhi कि insight के चक्कर में मना करा जा रहा है. That person feels, a person with a mental illness feels that I am okay and I don't need any kind of a medication, and all the family members are against him because of various issues. So उसका insight नहीं है because, और उसके लिए when the family member request them, or when the doctor request them to have a first of all, doctor has a basically no say in family matter disputes. Only doctor roles came only when the family members brought that patient into their clinic. तो एक कंसेंट बेस्ड जो इशू हो रहा है उसका बहुत मिसयूज हो रहा है. और मिसयूज, अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि नाउ द बॉल इज ऑल्सो, वी हैव टू थिंक द इंटेंट ऑफ द लेजिस्लेचर. इंटेंट वाज टू प्रोटेक्ट द person with mental illness. So are we protecting the person with mental illness if we will say that consent is required? Because many times it is that the law says that yes, consent is required, and the presumption is that everybody is fine. Presumption under the act is that everybody is having us basically mental health intact hai. So there is one also chat in the chat box. There is, according to MSCA 27, onus is on the government to provide mental health care but government is lacking initiative in this. How we could make it happen? Even court order are not followed by government. What should do? So one, please take forward. MSc, can we use it to make it pertinent and psychiatrist friendly? Apart from PL, what are the ways? So I have one question is there from Umesh sir, that MSc, how can we use it to make it patient and psychiatrist friendly? So I don't have a direct answer for this, because I myself is struggling in many ways. Many times, even I'm saying that we need a court friendly atmosphere. And the judges are not having that kind of a sensitization. They lack that sensitization. उनके लिए एक वो black and white paper हो रखा है, and वो paper से बहुत कुछ ज़्यादा है. So this, as far as this psychiatric friendly, the friendly atmosphere is concerned, so even the court is not sensitized. So that is why I am saying कि psychiatrist तो बहुत दूर की बात हो गई. When we are going into the court with a person who is having a mental health issue, many times the court is giving a date only. And I am saying कि see, don't give date, there is a whole of the family suffering. And courts is कह रहे हम जब तक दूसरी पार्टी को नहीं सुन लेंगे हम कैसे कर दें. मैंने so at that point of time I request the judges to please at least consider the gravity of that situation. Because you are talking about someone's life, and it's not only his life, whole atmosphere of that family has basically get destroyed because of that mental health issues. And it is not only the person who is having the mental health illness, but the family members who are also getting into trouble because of the non-implementation of the Mental Health Care Act. There is no MHRB, there is no SMHA, there is no CMHA. So where a person who is closely associated with a person with mental illness go, and if they are going to the court, then the court atmosphere is totally unfriendly. They think, अरे आप तो basically अब तक हम उस बंदे को नहीं सुन लेंगे, हम कैसे कर दें? So I don't have that kind of a direct answer, but yes, there is a need of having there is a need of having an atmosphere where we at least we must understand each other in the right direction. So this is one of my suggestion. A challenge for private practitioner is no coverage by health insurance. Yes, sir. Health insurance policy regarding my petition is pending since I think it was in 2021 I filed this petition that IRDA is acting as a facilitator. In this case, they are not acting as a regulator. And what I feel is that IRDA, because of the lobbying by the insurance company, they are not taking any kind of action on the insurance companies regarding the mental health insurance covering the mental illness. So this is the point where the court has to act, and this is the point that what is more important, the insurance company's interest or the persons with mental, the interest of the person with mental illness. So this is one of the area where there is a need of there is a need of having a intervention from the society, from the in the health insurance. But right now, the health insurance, because of the taboo and because of they say that we are not doing a charity. I was having a chat with the mental health, the insurance company. Hello.
Sir, आपकी वीडियो अटक गई है.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. Your video got stuck. Now it's all. Now it's all good. Please carry on.
Okay. So I was having a chat with a I was having a chat with a insurance company person. So he was saying, Bansalji, you have to understand that not doing it for charity. So at that point of time, I said, at that point of time, I said that I am not talking about the charity. I am saying that please have a preclude the mental illness. Please provide them the issue of awareness from the government side, from the psychiatrist side. Then the question is, onus is on the government to provide mental health care, but government is lacking initiative.
So your audio video both got stuck. Gaurav sir? I think he's rejoining.
Yeah, there seems to be some problem with it.
Please give him a call. Meanwhile, if others have any questions, you can put them in the chat box.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
No worries, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
अगर आपको लगता हो कि दिल्ली में लाइट नहीं जाती तो माफ करिए so because of the connectivity issue.
Okay, sir.
So
Sure.
what I am I hope that I am audible right now.
Yes, sir. You're audible. Video थोड़ी अटक रही है, but you're audible.
So I am just keeping off my video. I am stopping my video and just trying to audio.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah, joined. He joined back, Karthik.
I think his audio is connecting.
So
Hello.
hello.
हाँ, गौरव sir.
Yes. आवाज आ रहा है सर?
You are not audible. Now you are audible, sir.
Audible sir?
थोड़ी अटक रही है सर, अभी आ रही है आवाज वैसे तो.
So sorry, I don't know why it is happening.
हाँ, अभी ठीक है सर.
अब आ रहा है सर आवाज?
अभी ठीक है सर.
सर बोलिए बोलिए
So
अभी आ रहे हैं
basically sir, another issue was yeah. So
कोई
another
बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं.
जी जी तो another which we were talking जी. So another issue which we were talking about was that the onus is on the government to provide the mental health care, but government is lacking the initiative. So that is why we have requested the court intervention. Many times we also have felt that the court issue the orders, but it get not properly implemented. And one of the challenge which we are also observing is the finance, that the government is not providing the proper budget to the mental health sector. So this is also one of the issue, and I have heard that it is getting the government is not providing that much which is needed for the mental health sector. So this is the question which this is also an issue where we have to request the government to please consider the mental health issues as an issue. Because I think that I was having a chat with one of our very senior advocate I will not take the name of that advocate. So that person was saying me that in India, talking about the mental health rights and the mental health is nothing but a luxury. The poor can't afford it. So, and taking into consideration that there is a 80% gap in the mental health treatment in India. Many times I think that the observation is that senior advocate rightly observed the same, because the kind of a mental treatment gap which we are having more than 80%, it's a shame for our country. So in that sense, yes, we need budget and we need more accountability from the government side. And that is why I'm saying the role of a SCMHA is not a bookish role. They have a very, basically, it's a very lively kind of a role which they have to play. And that was the reason that if you see the constitution of the CMHA or the SMHA, so the persons from outside from the basically government sector was invited and they are chairing that seats. But I don't know why the persons who are in the right now the CMHA, apart from using the logo of CMHA, they are not working so actively. Because many times I have seen when they provide me their cards now, so it's written member CMHA. But when I say ki what you have done in last, you have not even have that done the statutory meetings which are required 4 in a year. So they say that what we can do. Manika, you can do a lot of things. Raise these issues. Do an email on the monthly basis. Ki these are the issues which the country are facing and we are just sitting idle. So the person can do many things, but because of the lack of sensitization, lack of will, things are not moving. So yes, the court intervention is needed, and that is why we are again and again requesting the court, and thanks to the court that at least something is happening. In 13,000 beds in government basically mental health establishments, 8,000 persons living more than 2 years in that sector, and they don't have even the name. Name में क्या लिखा हुआ अज्ञात. कई जगह ऐसा लिखा हुआ था कि गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में जो बेसिकली नेम थे उनको मालूम ही नहीं था, तो दे प्रोवाइडेड इज अज्ञात. अज्ञात 1, अज्ञात 2, अज्ञात 3, अज्ञात 4. So lot of अज्ञात are there. अज्ञात mean unknown. So this is happening inside the mental health institutions and which are the government run. We raise this issue. Apart from this, the mother child what care is not there in most of the mental health establishment of the government and mental establishment. So it's a shame for us. Even, and one more thing which I have also I'm on this aspect, I am against the doctors also. Why I'm saying so? That even the NMC thinks that a person who is having a mental illness can't pursue the MBBS. Shame on the NMC. मजाक है क्या? मतलब आप कह क्या रहे हो? In the international platform, all these things are going. So, and see, here I will basically I have a biggest problem with the doctors. अगर doctors में ही इतना वो नहीं है कि यार वो they are taking it as a granted कि यार नहीं हमारे पास scale नहीं है. One of the doctors is saying हमारे पास scale नहीं है उसको नापने का. That is why we can't provide that benefit. मैंने कहा first of all, this is not a benefit. This is the something which the legislation has provided. So you are not doing any kind of a charity. Second thing, if there is nothing, so the mental health healthcare act talk about that you have to be equality, non-discrimination. Where are ये किताबी बातें नहीं है. So these all the things are not bookish. These are something basically these are all the Bible and you have to follow the same. So NMC का ये कहना कि we will not provide the quota to the mentally ill person because of the mental illness is a shame. And I request all of you at least to write. And right now, one of our psychiatrists is heading NMC. So at least basically, I know the system that in a system where we have to go with a view, you can say a collective view. But at least there must be voices from inside the system. कि भैया ये गलत हो रहा है. So this is the status of a NMC. This is the stand of an NMC, and I'm fighting the case Vishal Gupta versus Union of India in the Supreme Court, where Vishal is a person who is having a mental illness, and every time, even when we talk about the calculation of that and the disability certificate, in 1 year he is at 35%, another year is having a 45% of mental illness, then another year is a 55%, and then another year is having a 35%. तो वो भी एक समझ में नहीं आता है कि वो परसेंटेज के चक्कर में, this whole concept of the percentage is destroying our system. ये जो हम हर चीज को ना कैलकुलेशन बेस्ड करने पे लगे हुए हैं, एंड दिस इज द थिंग व्हिच आई एम फेसिंग इन द डिसेबिलिटी सेक्टर आल्सो, द फिजिकल डिसेबिलिटी सेक्टर, कि वहां पे वो परसेंटेज कर देते हैं कि उसकी वो परसेंटेज बन गया है 100% बिकॉज ऑफ द एम्पुटेशन. इफ देयर इज एन एम्पुटेशन ऑफ अ राइट लेग और अ लेफ्ट लेग, सो देयर इज अ 100% एम्पुटेशन. तो 100% एम्पुटेशन का ये मतलब नहीं है कि वो मरा हुआ आदमी पड़ा है. So this whole issue regarding the calculation and the you can say numerical values is not only destroying the basically the parameters, but is also in not accordance with the mental health care, but as well as defeating the letter and spirit what was needed and what is needed, the agenda. So this is also one of the issue. Then there's the question that sir, do we have any provision for advocacy of patients who are in institution care and such as destitute also, apart from the MSc says about community regeneration and discharge of which is the patient in the care of those state doesn't really happen. Yes, sir. Dr. Kanta Doshi has basically observed a very right thing regarding if they are inside the concept of halfway home was only for 6 months. So, and I was having a chat with one of a person who is having the NGO. So they were of the view कि ये दोबारा से अलग type का एक mental hospital ना बन जाए, this halfway home. Because once get into the mental health establishment, whether it is a halfway home or the any other sector, having that mental health covering into the mental health establishment, the rehabilitation home, etc. So वहां पे जाके ना वो बाहर निकालना, connecting with the society is not happening. And rightly observed by the Kanta Doshi ji that yes, in many cases it is turning into a lifetime. कि once entered, वो lifetime होता चला जा रहा है. When we were talking about the halfway homes, halfway home का जो सीधा सा my understanding was that the person is here for 6 months, he will have a vocational training and then he will get into the society. And this was the one of the bases which we were having a discussion with the judges. But right now, halfway home is turning into another kind of a mental health establishment. And once included into that system, वो lifetime होता चला जा रहा है. So I don't know whom to blame, but yes, this is also one of the issue, a very serious one. Then there is that, even if there is an MHRB in some district which is functioning, they exactly don't know their roles. So this is Dr. Shakshi has rightly pointed, because why I am saying this is because there is a sensitization issue. Even the persons who are chairing the MHRBs in most of the states, I can talk about the state of UP. In UP, the district judge is the person who is taking up looking into the MHRB. He is heading that MHRB, that district judge of that area of that district. They are not sensitized. कोई अच्छा जज आ गया तो वो थोड़ा बहुत काम हो जाता है, वरना उन्हें लगता है पागल है. तो वो उनका and that is why in Delhi High Court there was a judgment to provide the sensitization course into all these to the judges and to the stakeholders. Stakeholders includes the NGOs, the police, the judiciary, the doctors also. So, and I am regularly visiting the Delhi Judicial Academy on this aspect. So yes, this is also an issue कि वो sensitization नहीं है. तो वो सेंसिटाइजेशन लाना भी शायद मुझे लगता है एडवोकेट्स का और साइकेट्रिस्ट का काम है कि यस देयर इज अ नीड टू हैव अ सेंसिटाइज्ड जुडिशरी. अ जज मस्ट बी सेंसिटाइज्ड अबाउट द इश्यूज. इट इज नॉट ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट ओनली, इट इज मोर देन ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट. So on this aspect also, my belief is that there is a need of awareness. There is a need of lot of webinars where different stakeholders are coming onto the same platform and we are discussing the issues. We are discussing, we have to discuss about the issues. We have to discuss about the challenges. We have to discuss about the Indian atmosphere. See, many things which we have taken from the mental health care act is from UNCRPD and other countries we have followed. But they are also realizing the other countries that this consent based issue is troubling the atmosphere and is not in the right not face basically the letter and spirit of the mental health care act is to protect the dignity of a person with mental illness. And in this consent issue I am feeling that many times because I am having the benefit of from both the persons views from both the sides, like the psychiatrist side, NGO side, the persons who are working into for the rehabilitation. So yes, taken into consideration all the suggestions, what and taken into consideration the case which I am fighting. Many times this consent-based issues is creating a lot of problem. Regarding uniting person, then there is a question that my belief is law us law that my belief is the law us is a copy of a law which is prevailing in Western countries. As per my discussion, few colleagues they are in soup and not happy. They are. Then why are we behind such a law which is creating? Sir, this question, I myself believe that time will come that when the legislature will think over it. But till that time, I don't know how many families and how many persons with having a mental illness will suffer. They are suffering, yes. And only God have the answer कि भैया कितने और लोग suffer होने हैं. But at the same time, important is that we should raise our voices from different platforms. As a psychiatrist, you can, when you go through the different platform, you just try to speak of all these sensitive issues. I am also trying to speak and trying to fight in the courts and trying to get trying to do my little bit as for the sensitization of the stakeholders. So we need kind of a collective effort. So answer remains the same, that awareness is important. And at the same time, the will from the government, sensitization from the stakeholders, be it a judiciary, be it policemen, the doctors, the NGOs, that all is needed. Regarding the uniting person with mental illness back to their respective and after discharge, more effort should be made. Vatwani sir is there. So हम तो I have visited. Is it Dr. Bharat Vatwani?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अरे सर हम तो उन्हीं को देख देख के बहुत कुछ सीखे हैं. So I visited Dr. Bharat Vatwani this ashram which he has basically वो कमाल का काम कर रहा है. तो हम तो उन्हीं को देख देख के सीख रहे हैं. तो I have no answer to the what the Vatwani sir is going to say, because वो जो काम कर रहे हैं ना, it's a remarkable job. And what I feel is that where I am also lacking is that once a person get into the society, we are not having the data or we are not having that kind of a mechanism where the government have that whether the person if get into the if that person with mental illness is getting back into his family, he is getting taken care of or not. तो वो एक issue है. I don't know how to create a mechanism, because see, ultimately it is the job of the CMHA or the SMHA to look into all these issues. But because of all this thing has turned into bookish. तो वो बुक में जो टर्न होता जा रहा है ना, तो वो प्रैक्टिकल जो चीजें आप उसे बुक में कन्वर्ट करते जा रहे हैं. तो वहां पे एक इशू है. एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग द रोल ऑफ अ persons like the psychiatrist, the stakeholder is all needed. So these are some of the observations of mine, sir. And I once again will say that if anything is there, I am ready to have my opinion. I wish to provide my opinion. I wish to also learn from you. So it's open to you, sir.
So there's one more question that while referring to the
While
clause
referring
E,
to clause E, the primary responsibility of imparting training of lies with CMHA. And so unless we are trained, certified. जी बिल्कुल. See, that is why the Delhi High Court has directed that all the judicial officers will have a training. Basically, there are 4 training workshops for stakeholders, including the judges, police, NGO members, psychiatrists, etc., and which is taking place in the Delhi Judicial Academy. Every year there are 4 training. Kind of a they are conducting a kind of a seminar there. So a conference on the mental health care act. So yes, ये needed है sir. दिल्ली में हो रहा है, but यूपी में नहीं हो रहा. I have requested one of the judges, the Delhi High Court UP judge, to start this practice. अभी तक यूपी में नहीं हो पाया है. I just want to request all of you, if you have some connections with the judges, request them to please at least direct to have a in some special case which they are dealing with, कि भैया वो sensitization programs के लिए जरूरी है ये सब चीजें. तो no training and certification for mental health professionals. Yes, I will not say only the mental health professionals. It is more than that. It is the persons who are the stakeholders. Mental health professionals are one of the stakeholders. So apart from mental health professionals, the training for the training as well as certification is required for the judges, for the police, for the NGO members also. क्योंकि अब I am seeing many persons who are just they are just running an NGO and they are just जो homeless mentally persons है उनको उठा ले जाते हैं उनके साथ फिर God knows क्या हो रहा है. I am not doubting their intention, but at the same time there has to be some mechanism. In Bangalore, I have visited Auto Raja is there. Auto Raja का आश्रम में गया. I have seen his Auto Raja ashram. So what I have requested him also to upgrade his style. But at the same time, at least he's doing something. And he is mixing the person with physical disability with the mental illness. And say there are issues, but at least he's doing something. So, and while having a discussion with them also, and in Bangalore also with some of the persons who are taking care of the SMHA, I also get to learn that yes, there's a need of a sensitization. So training certification is not only required for mental health professionals, but to other stakeholders also, which include the judges, which include the police, which include the NGO persons who are running the healthcare facilities or the rehabilitation homes. So any other questions, sir?
if anyone has any question,
गौरव सर, दिस इज डॉक्टर अभिवन. सो जैसे आपने बताया
sir.
कि दिस मेंटल हेल्थ क्रेडिट 2017 इट्स वेरी गुड ऑन द पेपर, बट प्रैक्टिकली
हाँ.
कितना इम्प्लीमेंट हो गया, यू नो, बिकॉज यू हैव गॉट द डेटा फ्रॉम द ऑल स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स फॉर योर PIL. इट इज क्वेश्चनेबल. एंड एज यू सेड कि इट इज ना किसी का भी फायदा नहीं हो रहा है, ना साइकियाट्रिस्ट का, ना पेशेंट का, ना मतलब जिसके लिए करना है, nobody is getting benefited. There are a lot of things which needs to be done. सब कुछ ना साइकियाट्रिस्ट के हाथ में, ना आपके हाथ में, ना like all it is collective work that has to be done. Then only some fruitful something will come out which will be useful for the society. As an advocate, what is your suggestion? How to go ahead? How to carry forward? जो aim है हमारा सबका, that we are able to achieve that objective. What is your suggestion?
Yeah. So before answering this, one more aspect which I have written is regarding the AI. AI भी एक बहुत बड़ा भी टूल है which can get अब वो मुझे नहीं मालूम कि किस तरीके से, क्योंकि अभी जिस तरीके से AI इंट्रोड्यूस होता चला जा रहा है, सो AI को देखते हुए किस तरीके से इस सेटअप में फॉर द गवर्नमेंट सेटअप एंड फॉर द प्राइवेट सेटअप, हाउ द AI will act, this is also a question. And coming to the this is also an issue. And coming to the question which you raised, sir, I think that apart from collective measures which is required, efforts which is required, the government has to think upon it. They have to ponder that what was needed what was the main idea and what is required, और वो ना बहुत जल्दी जल्दी होना चाहिए, and that is why CMHA was there. मगर अब क्या करें कि वो CMHA भी बहुत ही ज्यादा जिसे कहते हैं ना कि डिफंक्ट हो गया है. The persons who are in the institution, who are in the system, for the betterment of that system, they are least in bothered. They are not interested at all. इससे ज्यादा शर्म की बात क्या होगा कि जो सेक्रेटरी है, मेरा एक केस चल रहा था रिहेबिलिटेशन होम से रिलेटेड, इन द कोर्ट द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, दे वर जस्ट फाइटिंग विद ईच अदर कि हमारा काम नहीं है. And they have taken lot of dates on this issue only. So I was just clueless कब कहें क्या. Even the judge was saying कि यार ये क्या बात हुआ कि आपका काम नहीं है. At least you are a government, you are system, and you have basically part of both are the part of one system only, one government only, Union of India. So considering this fact, when in the top court the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is fighting against the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as well as the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, they both are fighting that as far as the rehabilitation of the persons who are long staying patients and are living in the mental health establishments since long, if they are fighting for that, this is not our job. तो वो टॉप देश की सबसे बड़ी कोर्ट के अंदर है, तो उससे ज्यादा शर्म की बात मेरे हिसाब से क्या होगा. तो these are the issues which the government has to sit. The secretary can't just pass the ball into other court. अदर कोर्ट मीन्स कि वो दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट पे नहीं डाल सकता कि दिव्यांगजन डिपार्टमेंट का काम है, और दिव्यांगजन डिपार्टमेंट ये नहीं कह सकता कि मेंटल इलनेस इज अ हेल्थ इशू. So this is the basically status. So that is why I am saying, sir, that we need some persons who are actively involved into the system. We need those persons who are actively involved and who are sensitized, who can do, who have that will to do something. So these are the things which I can basically share with you, sir.
Okay. Anyone else has any
Sir,
question?
there is a question what is the possibility of any amendments in the act?
सर अमेंडमेंट बहुत जल्दी भी हो सकता है, बहुत देर में भी हो सकता है, डिपेंड अपॉन द विल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट एंड डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द प्रेशर क्रिएटेड बाय द सोसाइटी. आप उस चीज को याद करो जब इन व्हेन देयर वाज अ वो कौन सा, जब व्हेन देयर वाज अ रेप ऑफ अ गर्ल इन द दिल्ली एंड द होल ऑफ द पब्लिक वाज ऑन द रोड, देयर वाज एन अमेंडमेंट. दे इवन रातों रात, वो क्या नाम था उसका, निर्भया.
Anna Hazare.
निर्भया
नहीं,
Nirbhaya.
निर्भया कांड, निर्भया.
Yes.
सो आफ्टर निर्भया व्हाट हैपेंड, गवर्नमेंट वो रातों रात ना एकदम ही बहुत जबरदस्त एक आप कह सकते हैं कि होल ऑफ द सिस्टम get into that thing and they started that this is needed, this is needed, this is needed. So my question is, are we just waiting for a Nirbhaya in the mental health sector? कि क्या तभी कुछ होगा जब तक कुछ बड़ा ना हो जाए? तो and this is the question which I raised when we talk to the secretaries in the conferences. तो वो and one of many times when they feel कि भैया वो उनके पास आंसर नहीं है, तो आउट ऑफ द कॉन्फ्रेंस कि आप हमारा पैनल क्यों नहीं ज्वाइन कर लेते, ऐसे CMHA और SMHA. सो सी दीज आर द वो लॉलीपॉप्स ना कि भैया आप CMHA में आ जाइए, आप SMHA में आ जाइए. तो दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ लॉलीपॉप्स. So coming back to the question is कि the person who are in the system, if they will feel this segment also, this sector also, that this is also a part of their job, so then yes, we can there is a lot of things which has to be amended. Consent issue, other issues भी बहुत सारे वहां पे हैं. तो ये डिपेंड करता है अमेंडमेंट का ना सर, बहुत जल्दी भी हो सकता है और बहुत, तो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन हाउ द कोर्ट्स आर नॉट कोर्ट, हाउ द सोसाइटी इज एक्टिंग. इफ द सोसाइटी, अगर रातों रात लोग सड़क पे जाएंगे तो नेता तो आपके घर आके कहेगा कि मैं अमेंडमेंट कर रहा हूँ. तो वो सिचुएशन अब पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो कि व्हेन दिस सिचुएशन विल कम, बट यस देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ अमेंडमेंट. यस, आई एग्री विद दिस.
Sir, Dr. Krishna Prasad has a question and couple of comments. I request him to unmute. Krishna Prasad.
Which
Yeah, sorry, Karthik, I was not able to unmute. Sir, I work at NIMHANS. My colleague Dr. Shivakumar is also with me. We work with psychiatric rehab services at NIMHANS. Now, I think many of the observations that you have made are very pertinent, jahan tak rehabilitation of people who are living in institutions are concerned. But we also have some fraction of patients जो बाहर नहीं जाना चाहते हैं, जो कहते हैं कि क्योंकि बाहर जो सुविधाएं हैं वो जितना वो ऑन पेपर जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि होना चाहिए वैसी सुविधाएं हैं नहीं। तो हमें भी कहीं ना कहीं ये डर लगता है कि कहीं रास्ते में ना छोड़ दें इनको, कहीं बीच में ये किसी और शोषण का अनुभव ना करें। तो इज देयर एनी लीगल प्रोटेक्शन फॉर सिचुएशंस वेयर पेशेंट्स चूज टू स्टे, कि मैं इंस्टीट्यूशन में रहना चाहती हूँ या रहना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि पिछले हफ्ते ही 2 ऐसे मरीज हैं जो बाहर नहीं जाना चाहते हैं कई कारणों की वजह से।
Sir, answer to this is that as far as the mental hospitals are concerned, they are for the treatment. So अगर वो treatment के लिए है, so I don't think that not lawful to have those persons into that mental health establishment for the 2 reasons. One is that yes, they are taking over, they are having a bed. Many times it is like this कि वो साइंस ने इतनी तरक्की कर लिया, जो मैंने जितना I am as a learner which I have learned is that वो जितना ठीक होने थे हो गए। अब now the rehabilitation part is concerned, so if they are taking over a bed which is required for another mental person, so this is a issue. But at the same time, if they don't want to go, so where to go is also next big issue, a big question. अब उसके लिए या तो फिर आपको you have to create another institution कि where you will just say कि okay, such kind of persons will come into this, can have that facility, they can have that facility and just live there for their entire life. But into the mental health hospital, if you will keep that person into a mental hospital, so I don't think that this is needed. First of all, because of the legal implications are there. Mental health or mental hospital is only for the treatment.
सर
For
दूसरा
the
सवाल हाँ सर,
जी
प्लीज गो अहेड सर। सर दूसरा सर, जैसे हमारे हमने हमारे स्टेट होम्स, कांता दोषी ने भी ये सवाल उठाया कि हमारे स्टेट होम्स में और काफी एनजीओस में लोग लगभग 10 से 15 साल रह रहे हैं, और वहां पर एक अच्छी बात है कि वहां पर ट्रीटमेंट पहुंच रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं डिस्ट्रिक्ट मेंटल हेल्थ प्रोग्राम के साइकाट्रिस्ट जा रहे हैं या किसी साइकाट्रिस्ट के साथ कहीं ना कहीं कोई संपर्क है। लेकिन जो समस्याएं हैं वो हैं कि केवल ट्रीटमेंट मतलब फार्माकोलॉजिकल ट्रीटमेंट हो रहा है, इसके अलावा जो बाकी जो वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत हो या बाकी जो नॉन फार्माकोलॉजिकल अप्रोचेस होती हैं उसके लिए जो है कोई अवसर नहीं है, या तो रिसोर्सेस की कमी है या फिर कोई व्यवस्था नहीं है। तो इसका भी कानून के हिसाब से तो होना चाहिए कि कम्युनिटी बेस्ड जो भी रिहेबिलिटेशन होना है, लेकिन उसका कोई कानूनी व्यवस्था किया जा सकता है। हालांकि हमारे स्टेट
it
होम्स
is in
अच्छा
the
काम कर रहे हैं।
yeah, no, I agree, sir. I'm not doubting anyone intent, but at the same time, I will just answer to this observation is the AIMS. AIMS is having one of the best, I will say, because AIMS always feels that AIMS says that we are the one of the best institution of the country. But at the same time, in the AIMS also, they are only providing the मतलब फार्मा से related चीजों का। उनके यहाँ सोशल सिक्योरिटी से रिलेटेड इश्यूज का, जो सोशल सर्विसेज से रिलेटेड इश्यूज के जो देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिक टर्म, इफ एनीवन कैन हेल्प मी, कि अपार्ट फ्रॉम साइकेट्रिस्ट देयर आर पर्सन दोस who are involved into the social service sector.
साइकेट्रिक सोशल वर्कर्स और साइकेट्रिक सोशल वर्कर्स और क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट।
तो साइकेट्रिक सोशल वर्कर है ही नहीं वहां पे एम्स में, जितनी मेरी जानकारी है। तो अब एम्स का ये हाल है। नाउ द थिंग इज दैट see right now AIMS is like this, there is no psychiatrist social worker. So what is happening after giving the treatment, after giving the medicine side or the medicines, God knows only, because there is no psychiatrist social worker. So अब ये भी एक सर क्वेश्चन है कि हाउ द सिस्टम विल वर्क, क्योंकि इट इज दैट इज व्हाई द नेम इज साइको सोशल डिसेबिलिटीज, और मेंटल इलनेस तो आउटडेटेड नेम हो गया, नया नाम इसीलिए आया कि साइको सोशल, तो देयर इज अ मेडिसिन प्लस द सोशल सोसाइटी part also role to play. So yes, it is needed, but AIMS is the best example where there is no psychiatric social worker.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Ashish, I can have a
Yes.
question.
Yes. Thank you so much. Few questions and some. First of all, sir, you mentioned like CMHA or SMHA or MHRB are literally non-functional in many of the states. So I mean to say, recently when Supreme Court pulled up Patanjali because of those kind of claims, similarly that kind of action can be put up because MSCA has come into practice, but it is not being implemented thoroughly. So some sort of this kind of action can be initiated by any other agencies. Second, you also mentioned like MSCA literally like we have adopted, or we can say from Western countries. So what goes on in Western countries if those agency, for example, CMHA is not being taking due responsibility of completing, so they must have some clauses or some action oriented, so whether that can be implemented. Second is you also mentioned that sensitization program for judicial. When I was in Delhi, I remember you also mentioned Delhi Judicial Academy. There used to be program in collaboration with IBHAS and AIMS Delhi where sensitization events used to take place. I don't know whether it's taking place now or not. So all
It's
states,
getting,
for example, Karnataka, NIMHANS is definitely like doing these kind of activities, but other states can pitch in. So whether sensitizations can be taken care of.
yeah. So sir, on the first of all, on the Patanjali issue, Patanjali is having basically they are they are also offering some yoga centers and all in the Haridwar. And in the name of the yoga, what they basically many times they say that they never.
Sir, sorry to
I have
interrupt.
heard from the some of the
Sir, sorry to interrupt. I mean to say, like Supreme Court pulled up Patanjali, likewise, those so-called agencies or committees which are on paper and not being made functional, likewise, some actions can be initiated. I mean to say, I am not going to Patanjali to say when Supreme Court pulled up, why can't Supreme Court, because of some other reasons, can see or look into SMHA, CMHA, and MHRBs on all the states where the deficiency, some states may be doing well, some states may be still lagging in many more fronts. So I mean to say.
Yes, sir. So coming back to the issue, sir. Yes, it is true that SMHA, CMHA, and MHRBs are not working properly in many of the states. I have raised this issue in the court, which is pending. My case is pending, and on the last date of hearing, I raised this issue. So that at that point of time, I also informed the court that in only 19 states, I was having a data that SMHA was there, and that too, the SMHA was not as per the MSCA. तो वो एमएससी वाला जो एक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग जो एसएमएचए था, जिसमें कि हैविंग दोज पर्संस फ्रॉम द एनजीओ, फ्रॉम द केयर गिवर साइड, वो नहीं थे. So on that point, at that point of time, the court observed that yes, on the next date of hearing, we will direct the authorities to constitute the SMHA, to constitute the CMHA, to constitute the MHRB as per the law. But हुआ क्या उसके बाद कि वो अभी केस लिस्ट नहीं हुआ है. So I'm also waiting for the next date, because I also want to basically, as far as these constitution of these bodies, which are basically soul of the idea was that these body will take care of all these things. So वही नहीं हो रहा है, तो उस चीज को Supreme Court will definitely consider, but it's a matter of a time.
Thank you. Sir, one more suggestion or input I would like to, like in many of the countries, there are advocacy programs for mental health. For example, in Africa, I was going through some of because of some academic event. So similarly, like we have MSCA 2017, whether we should have advocacy program similar of some massive level. Likewise, if you see where there are very few motivated people who continue to work and try to bring change. For example, Delhi
Hmm.
mostly come
Hmm.
into notice where any these kind of but other states continue to either remain in dark. So whether those advocacy
Hmm.
programs can be brought into picture by IPS or any other national agency to look into MSCA's implementation as well as course of action, whether how the process, all other things. Advocacy,
I
not
agree
just
with you, sir. Yeah,
advocacy
advocacy part, I
program
agree
at
with.
national or state level.
Sir, on the grassroots level also it is important. Apart from national and state level, on the grassroots level also, these advocacy programs are important because we are having a more than 80% treatment gap. And most of the time, poverty and mental illness are having a correlation. So in that sense also, for me, the more important one is the person who have no resources. So if he is facing some issues, mental health issues, so where he will go? He don't know about the mental health act, mental health care act 2017. उसे तो भगवान जी याद आ जाते हैं, तो ही विल गो टू द गुरुद्वारा मस्जिद एंड वहां पे जो होगा वही ठीक करने में लगा रहता है मेंटल इलनेस को, because by way of religious beliefs. So grassroots level पे भी हमें चीजें चाहिए, but yes, it is true, and that is why I am requesting IPS, your association as well as your counterparts or other associations to organize such thing, to include the judiciary into this, to include the other stakeholder like the police, like the NGOs, etc. Many NGOs are working very good. वाधवानी सर की खुद की एक बहुत जबरदस्त एनजीओ है, फिर देन देयर इज बेनियन, then there is Anjali, then there is some other NGOs in the Delhi, then there is Auto Raja working in the Bangalore. So all of these persons, all of us can make a little bit of change, but at the same time we need some basically insight from us. So उसके लिए IPS has a major role to play. So I request all of your good self to please ponder on this concept कि भैया हमें कोई basically weekly is it is not possible, but monthly if you will organize, or on a 15-day basis, if there is a chance to have a meeting with stakeholders, then it will give a lot of sensitization to the stakeholders, but it will also work a lot. So and I am ready. If you will call me anywhere, I am ready, sir. वो मुझे दिक्कत नहीं होता, मेरा एक बैग पैक रहता है हमेशा, मैं कहीं भी आ सकता हूँ. ठीक है, तो फॉरेस्ट के लिए, वाइल्ड लाइफ के लिए, मेंटल हेल्थ के लिए बिल्कुल कहीं भी तैयार हैं. तो आप मुझे कहीं भी बुला सकते हैं एनी टाइम.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think a couple of last questions.
Thank you.
So एक question है, in case the person has no family or anyone to care for and wants to live in community, who is their legal guardian, or is there any provision to protect and ensure their rights? I think this is the last question. उसके बाद एक दो और comments and then can close.
Sir, as far as legal guardian का तो concept, I will say that NR का जो concept है, nominated representative का, वो ही उसका एक, I think that is like section 14, nominative representative. I have the act with me. Section 14 है ना?
Yes,
हाँ,
section 14.
section 14 का section 14 का subsection 4 का एक proviso है, which says that if there is no one, मगर I have seen those families also where all the persons are having a mental health issues. I was in Chandigarh, तो चंडीगढ़ में कुछ एक साइकेट्रिस्ट सोसाइटी ने कुछ करा था, तो वहां पे मैंने 3-4 फैमिली ऐसी थी जहाँ पे सबके सब वहां पे इशू मेंटल इलनेस था. सो तो वहां पे एक बहुत जबरदस्त क्वेश्चन ये था कि हम लोगों का कौन ध्यान रखेगा. तो फॉर दैट देयर एनआर कंसेप्ट इज देयर, बट वो भी अभी बुकिश है. नोबडी नोज हाउ टू अपॉइंट द एनआर. Even we don't know how to appoint, how to make the AD, the advanced directive. उसमें बहुत बड़े issues हैं. तो AD, NR, all these which are in the books must come out from the book. We should adopt all these things. जब तक की amendment नहीं आ रहे, AD अच्छा concept है, आप ला सकते हैं. NR अच्छा concept है, मगर consent based वाला एक बहुत बड़ा issue है, क्योंकि वहां पे बहुत जबरदस्त issues हो रहे हैं. तो अब उसमें भी एक और चीज है सर, मेरे लिए हो सकता है, फॉर मी इट इज अ गुड कंसेप्ट AD, but I don't know about from the psychiatrist side that whether the AD is a good concept or not. So
that's a big debate. That's a big discussion in itself.
हाँ वही, दैट इज वाई आई करेक्टेड माई सेल्फ, क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है कि जब मैं डॉक्टर से बात करता हूँ तो बोले यार ये एडी का ये नया चक्कर पड़ गया है। तो वो बहुत बड़ा एक डिबेटेबल पॉइंट है, और दैट इज व्हाई आई थिंक द आईपीएस has also challenged some of the provisions in the court, and the petition is pending, I think, in Bombay High Court, or I don't know where it is, but it is pending somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, I think Dr. Shiv Kumar, sir, any last comments? Anything you want to add, sir? No. Nitin, sir.
Okay, Karthik, before we finish, after discussing Bansal sir, बहुत सारे problems तो है, like we're getting only negative vibes because it is impractical लग रहा है लोगों को, ये हो रहा है, but since Karthik knows, we have one patient, unknown patient, for which we have tried all these provisions of MHCA, on this were written to MHRB. Initially, sir, like Bansal sir, this is my experience I'm sharing with you, just to show how things can be done to some extent, not to fullest extent. बट हमने कोशिश बहुत की लेकिन कुछ हुआ नहीं. देन वी हैव रिटर्न टू MHRB. अननोन पेशेंट है हमारे पास, हम क्या करेंगे अभी उसका बताइए एज पर दिस थिंग. सो वी रिटर्न लेटर टू द MHRB दिस थिंग. इवन MHRB इनिशियली डिड नॉट हैव रिस्पॉन्डेड टू कि आप जैसा पहले करते थे वैसा ही कीजिए. Ultimately, we have to go and meet the district magistrate, who is the chairperson of the MHRB. We have to take a special appointment. We have to go, we have to convince him. उनको सब बताया हम लोगों ने, हमारी टीम जाकर. Ultimately, he convinced, and as per the provisions of the act, he has written a letter to the Commissioner of Disability Commissioner of the State of Maharashtra. If such and such patient is there in this Sassoon hospital, and as per this provision, you need to appoint the NR. This thing, so kindly direct your Jilla Parishad Social Welfare Officer to do the needful. And again, we have to go and meet the Disability Commissioner. We have to convince him. Initially, at every point, there was a resistance because nobody is ready. Because first, there is no awareness about the act at the every stake level. And even if there is awareness, nobody is ready to take this added responsibility. अभी और क्या हम क्या करेंगे इसमें, ये तो डॉक्टर का काम है, हमारा थोड़ी काम है. So ultimately, we have to go to Disability Commissioner, then we have to go to other agencies. Then ultimately, the Disability Commissioner has done a very good thing, at least for this patient, has written a letter to the district social welfare officer. Ki as per this act, you need to appoint, and maybe like I guess last few days back only, we have got the letter from the social welfare officer of Pune district. He has appointed 3 people as a nominal representative. So at least something is happening as per the law. If we keep on persisting, rather than having ऐसा कैसे impractical है, ये है वो तो बोलने के लिए है. But if we are in the part of system and if we this thing थोड़ा follow up करेंगे, तो something might happen. सब कुछ होगा ऐसा नहीं. अभी तक practically we have not got any person as a NR. At least paper पे तो आ गया है. At least that is the good change for me to start the change. अगर अभी जैसे केसेस आ जाएंगे, we'll have more and this there awareness हो जाएगा. So at least this is the practical experience which we have. To some extent, we are able to implement all the provisions for the unknown patient in my ward, in our department, to some extent. So that is my just comment before we conclude the session.
I will just only add this thing. I'm sorry if I have been negative, और कोई नेगेटिविटी के वाइब्स आया हो कि भाई बहुत ही ज्यादा एक होता है ना कि नेगेटिविटी पे चला गया हो. बट आई शेयर्ड माय परसेप्शन कि मुझे जो सही लगा. बट एट द सेम टाइम, see, what I feel is many persons are suffering and they don't know the legal route. And if they go to the lawyers now, with due respect to the lawyer community also, वहाँ पे ही बहुत बुरा हाल है. ठीक है, फिर आप कहोगे नेगेटिविटी का कंसेप्ट आ रहा है, बट बिकॉज वो वाकई में है ऐसा, इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ. एंड मेनी टाइम्स इवन द लॉयर्स आर नॉट सेंसिटाइज्ड कि हाउ टू बेसिकली टेक अप दीज इश्यूज. तो बड़ा ही, एंड बिकॉज दिस इज अ न्यू, आई विल से इट्स अ न्यू इरा एंड न्यू बिगिनिंग ऑल्सो. तो yes, there's a lot of things where we have to improve. Yes, there is a lot of requirements for the sensitization, for do the work in the letter and spirit what the MSCA talks about, the protection of the mentally ill persons. But at the same time, this is not happening. And कितने वकील हैं, with due respect to the lawyer community also, कि कितने वकील हैं हम लोग, कितना काम कर पाते हैं? जो सड़क पे मेंटली पर्सन जा रहा है, होमलेस मेंटली पर्सन है, मैं रोजाना देखता हूँ। और मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि उन्हें इबास पहुंचा दूं, उन्हें कहीं और पहुंचा दूं। और मुझे बहुत अच्छा, मतलब मैं आपको सही बताऊं, दैट इज व्हाई आई एडमायर द पर्सन्स लाइक वाधवानी सर, द पर्सन लाइक ये ऑटो राजा। वो सड़क से उठा के ला रहे हैं उन लोगों को। और मैं भी आपको सही बताऊं तो आई समटाइम ऑल्सो फील कि शायद मुझे भी यही काम कर लेना चाहिए। बट वो अलग चीज है। बट एट द सेम टाइम माय क्वेश्चन इज कि हम सारे लोग देखते हैं हर जगह, जब व्हेन वी आर इनटू द रोड्स एंड, कि एक आदमी है जो चला जा रहा है बिल्कुल गंद, मतलब बेसिकली इट इज on the face of it, it is like that this is a person having a mental illness and he is an homeless one, orphan one, कि वो उसका कोई अता पता ही नहीं है, वो चला ही जा रहा है। बस बस उसे आप एक तरीके से रोक सकते हो, जो मैंने अभी तक सीखा है, मैंने क्योंकि कई लोगों को रिहेबिलिटेट कराने का कोशिश करा है। सो वन थिंग विच दे नीड इज फूड। तो मैं हमेशा क्या करता हूँ कि मैं उन्हें रोक के कहता हूँ खाना चाहिए। इफ दे से यस, तो समझ लीजिए मेरा आधा काम हो गया। उसके बाद मैं उनसे कोशिश करता हूँ बात करने की, अगर मान जाते हैं तो अपनी गाड़ी में बिठा के उन्हें मैं इबास तक छोड़ के आता हूँ, या फिर नेक्स्ट जो नियरेस्ट पुलिस स्टेशन है वहां तक छोड़ देता हूँ। बट एट द सेम टाइम few psychiatrists, few गौरव बंसल और few ऑटो राजा और डॉक्टर वाधवानी, लाइक ये बहुत कम है इस सोसाइटी के लिए, वेयर वी हैव अ गैप ऑफ इट मोर देन 80%। और पुअर, और मैं सबसे नीचे वाले की बात कर रहा हूँ, सबसे नीचे, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द वल्नरेबल, निग्लेक्टेड वन। तो that is why I'm saying कि all many things are bookish, but at the same time this is a new beginning also. So I am also of the view कि yes, things will change, but I want some change which are needed right now only. I am looking for those changes, and this is the thing which is not happening. And that is why I may sound a little bit negative, but at the same time my whole soul idea is, or the my whole soul agenda or the vibrations from inside of mine is कि कुछ अच्छा हो। तो यही
Definitely, sir.
I can just
We get your message, sir. So we get your message. Anyway, I think it was a very, very nice session, and I think this is a very, very big topic. Maybe we'll need more sessions, topic wise, and more structured, because the advocacy in mental health, I believe that involves many sectors and many participants, and so one session may not be enough to convey and discuss all the topics and express all our emotions. I think this is just the start. So I thank all the participants for the questions and the interactive discussion. I thank the chairperson, the coordinating committee, and lastly, thank you very much, Gaurav sir, for your taking out time, giving us time, sharing your inputs, and also thank you for the daily struggle that you take up for the patients that we see. Thank you very much, Gaurav sir. With this, I announce that we close today's session.
thank you sir, and I'm sorry if I have troubled you a lot.
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं सर, बिल्कुल नहीं सर, much needed.
Okay sir, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.